welcome back, everybody, to Chazz's Rock Record Review. It's your boy.
All I do is win, no matter what.
And I don't normally drop that, but that is the Fantasy Football drop because we've got a special guest, another co-host of the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. He goes by the nickname, the Fantasy Football Surgeon.
Like a surgeon.
We got Zags. What's up, bro?
What is up, man? I thought I was going to escape that drop finally, doing a different show, but no, you brought me right back into the wheelhouse, so I appreciate you for that.
Well, it's perfect, Dave Zags, whatever we want to call you, because we are, you're going to be dissecting and being surgical upon music, and you said yourself on the last Fantasy Football Bros episode that you're footballed out, so.
I'm officially footballed out. If you guys check that episode, I had a little time to kind of cool off, and I don't want to apologize for the things that I said in that episode, but I do realize that I was a tad salty. So
it's all right. It's all right. My hot takes are garnering a lot of interest on the YouTube. So make sure you check that out if you're into fantasy football. But we are here, and she's here somewhere.
Pickles on my pickles.
Got some towel right there, but I'm sure she'll be on camera. All right. So here's the thing, Dave. As you know, because you do follow my channel, that normally I do an entire album's worth of breakdown and kind of go track by track and dissect it. But that's all random, and I wanted to start a new video series of hand picking a song and bringing one of my friends on and forcing them to listen to it. What do you think about that?
I'm super excited for this idea. So, guys, if you don't know what's happening, you can join me in that same feeling because I have no idea why I'm here, what I'm listening to, nothing. I have been given zero cues. We are all going in blind, and I think probably for me, that's the best way to do it. Yeah,
well, here's the greatest thing in the world right now, Zags, is everybody in the entire world knows what you're about to listen to except you. Because the name is in the title of everybody that's looking at the video. I know you're the only idiot, bro, that doesn't know what's coming.
Well, now I feel left out. And I wish we've done things. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made, guys.
And now we can see some pickles a little bit of action there. So
there
before we get into it, Dave, give me a little background on your musical journey in life, some of your favorite genres, favorite bands. Let's hear it.
I mean, dude, I'm really kind of a closeted music head. I don't really talk about it that much because music is one of those subjects that people either really love it, or they don't really care about it at all. And if you talk about it, you kind of get I don't want to talk about that, or you get into some really heated battles. So it's one of those things where I'm just I kind of just enjoy this for me. But I'm going to throw it out there and just say that I have an appreciation for all genres of music. And I think if you're a true music head, you cannot just be I cannot listen to this genre of music, because there has to be something in the works that you appreciate, you know what I mean? And I can say this out with a ton of confidence. I am not the biggest country fan, right? But I deep dive into the country genre and I find some stuff that I like. So, I mean, I'm a super big fan of all types of music. Some favorite bands, though, I mean, as you can tell, I had to rock the Circus Survive, so I'm a little bit of an emo guy at heart. But I love everything, man.
I just saw the nipple rub there, too. I saw it.
I mean, I tried to keep it blocked with the microphone, but it didn't work. But yeah, I love a little bit of everything, man. I mean, I go all the way to old school hip hop. I love me some Wu-Tang. I mean, I'll go new rock. I mean, anything. I basically love anything. So I'm here for it. We'll see what we got.
Except Toby Keith, apparently, because you weren't a fan of my last review of the Toby Keith album. But hey, even I found some things I liked on that. So, but don't worry, Dave. I'm not dropping Toby Keith on you. You don't have to worry. Were you a little afraid?
No. There's just I know you better, bro. You wouldn't do Toby Keith 2 days in a row.
Okay, all right. So this is the thing. We're gonna drop the name of the band and the song in a moment here. But so this was my theory. I handpicked a song for you. I handpicked a song for Jay. And I didn't pick one for Adam yet, but we'll get him on some point. You know, I have an idea for Robbie Vegas to come on in at some point. These are songs. Now, I could go a lot of ways, Dave. I could handpick a song that I think you would absolutely love. I could handpick a song that I think you would absolutely hate. Because either one would be great radio, right? And either one would be great. Like, and to get your honest reactions. So, when I thought about you, I know you're a lover of all music. I mean, I didn't even mention you are also the co-host of Let's Talk Nerdy podcast, and we'll drop more plugs on that later. But I know you're always reciting hip hop lyrics and stuff. But I know you're a little emo bitch like me. I know you're all over the place. So, I know, given your podcast, and you're a retro gamer, you have a nostalgia, you have a love for all that stuff. And I know sometimes you'll send me some music to listen to, and it's always got this kind of retro-y 80s-ish feel to it and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
would you say I'm right about that?
I would say you are 100% right about that. There's a couple bands that I really, really love, and I really love and I think this genre doesn't get a lot of attention, but it's almost like a new wave 80s synthwave retro kind of vibe. And yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't share a lot of music, but that's one of the genres where I'm like, I think this person would appreciate this. So yeah, I send Chazz a lot of 80s synthwave stuff.
Right, and I like it. And I'm not totally into synthwave. I appreciate all music just like Dave. So here's the big reveal of the band we're doing, and I'm gonna guess you've never heard of the band. The song is West Ruth Avenue, and it's by a band called the Night Flight Orchestra. Have you have any familiarity with this band, Dave?
This is a complete blind intro. Okay, all right, I'm excited.
That's what I'm looking for. So, reading off of their wiki here, the Night Flight Orchestra is a Swedish rock band formed in 2007 by Bjorn Sturd and David Anderson while they were touring in the U.S. with their other band, Soilwork. Dave, I don't know if you know who Soilwork is, but Soilwork is an old school, really hardcore metal band, right? So what I'm going to do real quick, have you ever heard of them?
I have heard of them, yeah.
So what I'm going to do real quick for everybody at home who might have never heard of Soilwork, I'm going to play just to you a little snippet of some Soilwork so you can get the feel of what they sound like. Okay, so we're gonna bring up my YouTube here. All right, and here's just a little bit of Soilwork for everybody at home, just to get to get the feeling.
Welcome.
Big intro.
Please step aside and follow the hollow.
Okay, so you wouldn't say this is a synth rocky or pop, would you?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to share a little bit of Soilwork so you guys can get the feel of that. So now the reason I wanted to play that for everybody is so you can hear how freaking different the Night Flight Orchestra is. You're about to hear the same singer. This is Bjorn. The same singer from the Night Flight Orchestra is that singer of Soilwork. I find this band to have this retro pop 80s, 90s synth feel, but they still have a little rock, sense under it, and I just love it. And are you just ready to dive into it, Dave?
I'm so excited for this. I'm not gonna lie. When Soilwork kicked in, you know what immediately came to my head? I had this just feel of I just put on a early White Zombies record, just having that weird type of intro in it. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what this is about. Let's do it.
Well, this sounds nothing like Soilwork. So, all right, guys, here we're gonna go. We're gonna play some. We'll pause it and chat because I can't really hear you over the music, but we're learning how to do this. But we'll pause it a little bit. Here you go, guys. This is West Ruth Avenue by the Night Flight Orchestra. Let's check it out. Whoops, I paused. Right?
That's different than I thought it was gonna be.
All right, we're gonna pause it till it gets going here for a second, but definitely different from Soilwork, right? Off the rip.
Yeah, right off the rip, totally different. I think one of the things that I kind of picked up on right off the bat was I know you said that it was kind of like a 90s, early 2000s synthwave, but I just feel like this guitar tone is like kind of a throwback to like a really dirty like 70s rock style. Are you picking up on that?
Yeah, you're right. Like, if I said that, I meant to say like 80s, 90s. You're right with like that dirty like 70s rock, but it's just got. There's no like synth per se, but even just that beat he's playing.
Yeah.
It's just got that. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's a really cool. Like, and like I said, this is a long song, so we got plenty of time to discuss. But yeah, you seem excited about this so far.
I'm excited, yeah, and I think that's why like 100% was not when I was like, that's not the drop I was expecting, because that like it's clean but it's dirty type of guitar sound, which is very much like reminiscent of some early 70s stuff. So I'm expecting like that heavy drop of the you know, like something like that, and then to come in with like that like an 80s like synthwave kind of vibe on the drop. I was like, whoa, this is like, that's not what I was expecting at all. So 30 seconds in, I've seen surprises, and I kind of dig it. Well,
let's see if it keeps going. I'm also going to try to see if I can control it from my phone, so I don't have to keep switching screens. So let's see.
I know you wanna see me. You love the things I do. So go and believe me. Let's get the message through. You haunt my dreams by midnight.
It's like a disco beat.
So put me on a night flight.
All right, we're going to pause it. So it's leading up to this chorus, and I'm going to spoil the chorus for everybody there. It is awesome. It is such a big chorus, and he hits this note, this falsetto note in there that's so like good. You would never believe this is the singer of Soilwork. Like one of my best friends, Metal Cop, he'll be on here at some point. Like I played this for him, and he's like, "This is cool. What is this?" I'm like, "Bruh, that's the singer of Soilwork." He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Really? He's a Soilwork fan. So are you excited for the chorus, man?
I'm super excited for the chorus, and I think, like, you know, just touching on the vocals real quick. Now I'm like, this is just like a hodgepodge of genres, because now I'm getting like some 80s like Wham kind of pop behind the voice. You know what I mean? And I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited to keep it going because I love this chorus. Y'all might even hear me singing along at home. All right. So let's hear this awesome, in my opinion, chorus.
Cause I can't deny, can't just get it through. I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. Obsessed with the thought of all the things we could do. Cause I can't refrain and can't just get to you. I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. Surviving the days when you said we were through. And then you cut me loose down on West Ruth Avenue.
Yeah, there it is.
Got that disco beat?
That was the moment I was waiting for. I was waiting for that drop right there.
It's such a big chorus, and they got some harmonies in there and stuff that you can hear. Like, I don't know if they're chicks back there, but you can hear behind like, like
you get some background singers in there, and I think the chorus is where that drum drop came in that I was expecting, that like 70s rock style drum drop. I think we got that in the chorus, and I think it's cool that they threw that in.
I love it. I love that chorus when he's like, I don't know the exact words, but he's like, I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. That's like that's hard. That is not easy to do. And this is like, you know, I mean, he's I don't know how old he is. He's older than I am. So, I mean, he's probably 40 here doing that, and I'm struggling at 37 to do it. So, like, yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, those quick changes in pitch like that, it's hard for anybody. So yeah, I think he's doing a great job so far. I'm kind of sold on this band already. I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome. Well, let's keep listening because we got another verse and chorus coming up.
No rest for broken hearted.
Now you got harmonies the whole time.
Obsessions twist and lean. Spiking drinks under the moonlight. The desert stars feel the pain. You pull the brakes and sun yourself. No matter what I say. Blackened miles and flaming taunts and new
coming, Dave. It's coming. The chorus is coming. You're getting excited, aren't you?
The drummer's so good, dude.
Well, do you even hear the? Can you guys at home and you, Dave? Can you hear the bass? The bass is going off, man. He's like, like he doesn't stop. It's not like he's just playing a note. He's going all over the place.
I know, like the bassist has like some almost like walking jazz, like some walking blues vibes behind it, and the drummer is just like literally. I feel like the drummer's bouncing back and forth between this like synthwave style and this like classic 70s rock, and it's like hard for me to pinpoint exactly what he's doing, except for he just keeps bouncing back and forth between these two genres in the same song, and like it's incredible.
And I want to tell everybody home, because I didn't give this album much preface before this. You know, Dave was saying earlier how you're discovering in this new, you know, genre basically of all this like newer retro synthwave. This album's from 2012, so like, I mean, doing a long time ago.
I slept on this band. I 100% slept on this band. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Shout out to my friend Bethany, because she told me to listen to them, and I didn't for a while, and then they did like come into my come across my path, whether I searched it or it just popped up randomly. But the moment this was the first song I heard immediately, and it was like, huh? What was that? Like, and I had to like run to my phone, or I might have had the TV on at work with music playing, and like added this to my favorites right away. Like you can see, right? You can see the check mark next to it, because I added it to my favorites like immediately. All right, let's get back into the second chorus.
And Stevie Nicks in my head, 'cause I can't feel like it, just get through. I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. Obsessed with the thought of all the things we could
That
do.
bass. Let me try to help you guys out at home. It's like,
'Cause I can't refrain again, just get to you. I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. Surviving the days when I thought we were through. When you cut me loose down at West Ruth Avenue.
where are we going now, Dave? What do you think? What are we doing?
I mean,
We're halfway through
we-
the song.
We got to get into the breakdown, right?
You think we're getting a breakdown? Is it going to be heavier? Is it going to be a guitar solo? Is it going to be chill? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, we got to slow it down. We got to slow it down and build. We got to build to the big finale. As where I mean, we got to take it to the breakdown, right?
All right, well, let's see what we got.
There we go. Yeah, exactly.
These are some sick riffs. Oh, yeah. You can just have Barry White talking over the, yeah, baby.
Do they have a keyboard player?
Probably.
Yeah.
they have everything. I don't know. Even on their wiki, it just says a bunch of names. It doesn't really say what they do. So they have to. Let me see here. It says, yep, they have a keyboardist. They have Bjorn Sturd on vocals, Charlie D'Angelo on bass. Oh my God, these Swedish guys. Jonas Kallesbach on drums, Sebastian Forslund on congas and percussion, Asa Lundram on backup vocals, Anna Bergard on backup vocals, and John Lonmere on keyboard. So there you go. So
I'm a little embarrassed I didn't pick up on the keyboard until this moment.
well, I don't think you had much of it, but let's see what they're doing. Oh, was that a loon? Was that a loon? Kind of a guitar solo, more like a guitar break. Going up a whole octave. Very 70s.
And then drop in the chorus.
Very 70s. You're right about that. Like, that was a guitar solo you could hear at any, mid 70s song of the, nothing crazy guitars, but just starting it off with melody and hitting the, the octave higher and just bringing the feels out of you. But guess what, folks? We're only halfway through the song. There's a long way to go, Dave. There's a long way to go.
They went exactly where I wanted them to go. I mean, they brought it into that real chill, kind of mellow breakdown, and then ramped it back up to 100, and that's exactly what I wanted them to do. So, yeah, good job so far.
Yeah, this song, I'm excited. Like, I keep stopping it to talk, but I just want to press play again and hear more. You know? Jeez.
I
let's
feel
do
a
it.
mute. I feel a mute into the chorus coming, and I hope they give us that dead drop 2 second silence, and then bam, right back into it. If I don't get that moment, I'll be a little salty.
I'm going to go back a few seconds here. I'm going to go back 10 seconds just so we can see where we go. So we went back 10 seconds. Let's check it out. Oh, key change.
Cause I can't deny
I want him to go, bro.
my heels up to my neck in you.
Hey, I did it that time.
All the things we could do.
There's more background vocals too. The girls are singing behind him.
Can't rewind again, just get to
Behind him right here.
I'm head over heels up to my neck in you. Surviving today's when we said we were through. And then you cut me loose down at West Ruth Avenue.
Okay, Dave. Now, we are going to take these next 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes or so, guys. And we're just going to listen to this and enjoy this. This is my favorite part of the song. It is just going into like an epic, I don't want to say Stairway to Heaven type breakdown. There's not a guitar solo like Stairway to Heaven coming up or anything like that. But it's just that ending, a long, drawn-out rock ending with a guitar solo and the music being epic and the music just building up, crescendoing and, you know, coming in from your minor key and just making you feel the feels, Dave. So are you comfortable with just letting the next 2.5 minutes playing out and listening?
Let's let it ride. If I squirt a tear or two, just don't judge me.
Sure, absolutely. And just feel free to speak over the music, Dave. It's fine. Just talk a little louder if maybe. I don't know. But here we go, guys. Enjoy this. We're going to back it up again, a few seconds here. And then we're going to go right into it. So here we go, guys.
To my neck in you. Surviving today's when we said we were through. And then you cut me loose down at West Ruth Avenue.
It's got that little rim shots.
It almost sounds like they have bongo players too, dude.
Yeah. Drummer's going off, too.
Dude, the drummer's so sick.
It's like Freebird, bro.
Oh, dude, the guitarist like changed his tone. He's like an 80s like classic like romantic movie now.
There you go. It's just your classic minor key melodic, but we're building it up. He's really up on the neck there, man. It's your classic music. They're building that tension, man. Halftime. Very well, guys. There you have it. West Ruth Avenue by the Night Flight Orchestra, the singer of the singer of Soilworks. So, well, I mean, I could tell you like it, but your first listen, obviously, you were saying it in there. You had a little time to gather your thoughts. What are your first impressions of the Night Flight Orchestra?
First impressions, man, I'm impressed. I think they went exactly where I wanted them to go at every portion of that song, and I think some people might think that that's boring because you kind of see where it's going. But for me personally, I said, like, I'm kind of a music head, and I feel like I know a little bit where the song should be headed. And I don't like, I kind of was like, this is where I want them to go, and bam, they went there. And it's like, all right, now I kind of wanted to go here, bam, they went there. I mean, they did everything that I think that they needed to do to just really orchestrate that song perfectly. And like, dude, I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed.
To me, like, it's catchy as hell. Me being a singer, I love the way he throws in that falsetto. Like the first time I heard it, that like I said it a million times, head over my heels, up it's my neck in you. Like that's so hard to do. That's like a move you don't get in rock metal music. That's a move that like Justin Timberlake and Michael Jackson throw out there. So like that's
Yeah.
like really impressive to me. And I like the music, but honestly, this is the first time I've ever listened to it on the good headphones. And man, some of the nuances the drummer and the bassist were doing, like even before that build-up was coming, man, the drummer was like hitting all the little bells, like I
Yeah.
never even noticed that before.
And some of that stuff is super underrated, but if you really kind of pluck at it, you're like, man, there's so many aspects of this song, and to have everybody working like on the same page and have it all come together like that is super super impressive. It really, I mean, I was asking like, oh, they got background players, like there must be a bongo player, like they got a keyboardist, to like they must have had like 9, 10 people playing on this song all together, and for everybody to nail that, and like you're in a band, dude, you know how hard that is to get everybody on the same page. It's like you got 10 people together like on the same page to nail that freaking song. That was sick. That was so
Yeah.
sick.
And that like that ending though, that like big epic like Stairway to Heaven, Freebird type ending, like that's old school, man. Everybody did something like that. Like we said, that's why we said Stairway and even Kiss with like Black Diamond, big ending, like not an insane guitar solo, but just the build up and the emotions and how at the end they switched to the halftime on everything and just kind of like groove it out there. Like I just love it. Like this song just like floored me when I found this last year or a couple of years ago, and I don't know when it came. Honestly, it came up today at work, and I was like, oh my god, I should do a review of this, and I was like, I think you're the one to bring this to because it just kind of sounded like something you would enjoy. So now listening to this song, you haven't listened to everything for them. I have a hard time saying what this band is. Like, if you were going to describe this to your buddy Adam on the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast, like, how would you describe this?
That's tough, man. That's tough. I still think that if I'm gonna describe this, it leans way heavier into the rock side of things, for me, than what I'm typically used to from an 80s synthwave. So I would have to kind of still put it in that like classic rock category, but it's definitely like it's a different type of classic rock. It's almost like a Clapton live classic rock where it's all these aspects like an ELO or like something like that where it's I don't know,
Oh
they're
god,
very,
way better
very,
than ELO. How dare you? Way better than ELO.
you
Get
know what
out
I'm
of here.
saying
Bring it
though.
up
You know
there.
what I'm saying though. You're not putting them in the same group as like Guns N' Roses, but you still have like that classic rock vibe. If I had to like
Right.
maybe 70s rock with like 70s rock, 80s pop, maybe.
Well, and that's what I was going to say because there is a revival of this kind of music, not this kind of music, but like, everybody wants to talk about, and it's a band that I don't like, and forgive me for saying this, people at home, Greta Van Fleet. Greta Van Fleet's that revival of that 70s rock. No, Greta Van Fleet literally tries to sound exactly like Led Zeppelin, to like the T. The guitar player, the drummer, the singer try to be Led Zeppelin, and are they good? They're very good at what they do. I've never been a fan of them, but you can literally tell that they're trying to be Led Zeppelin. I can't tell you who this band is trying to be, and it's not a old band. Like, it's not a band from the 70s putting out new music, but it's also not a young band of kids trying to be somebody. It's a bunch of metal dudes that just like put this out and like totally shocked me how awesome it is. So it's really cool. And that whole album that this is on, which, again, I'm a horrible host. It's called Internal Affairs. That whole album has like, this is a little more of the epic-y song, but like has this groove. So that was off their debut album, Internal Affairs. So I definitely recommend it to everybody at home, especially you, Zags, to check out this album. Put it in your rotation. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this at home. Put it in your rotation because this was great. This was awesome. So what'd you think about joining the show, Dave?
Man, the song is fantastic. I'm definitely going to give the rest of that album a listen to, and I'm super excited to be on the show, man. I super appreciate you. Thanks for asking me to do this, and if you need any more not great music reviews, you just hit me up at any time.
Well, maybe one day I will have you pick a song for me, but you'll have to work for that. I'm going to put you to work first because this is my show. You put me to work for your shows. I have to put you to work for my show.
I got tracks for you, bro. I got tracks for you. You let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. All right, Dave. Where can they find you and give us a shout out to your podcast? Don't worry about the Fantasy Football Bros. That gets enough shout outs. So let's hear what you got.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys are just as much into video games and movies and all that good stuff as you are into music, you might want to check out a podcast I do with my buddy Adam, Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast. We talk about everything from comics to games to movies and everything in between. You can find us Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast on all social platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, anywhere there's a search bar, you can type in Let's Talk Nerdy, type it in, and you will see us. And yeah, if you want to check it out, I would super appreciate it.
Absolutely, it's a good show. They're funny guys. They know their nerdy shit, and when they don't know as much, i.e., wrestling, they bring in a ringers that can help with their certain things. They're not afraid to bring guests on, and I've been a guest a few times, and I'm sure you'll have me back at some point, and I'm sure we will have you back at some point on Chazz's Rock Record View. Oh, and of course, you hear it all the time, guys. Yeah. Check out me and Dave on the Fantasy Football Bros podcast. We're hitting the off season now, so you'll see a lot more different not football episodes. So even if you're not a big football guy, we're going to be having some fun things over the off season and cross promotional with Dave and with Robbie Vegas and with everything. So, all right, Dave, thank you again for joining us. All right, guys. Thanks for checking out Night Flight Orchestra, West Ruth Avenue. We're still working on the next album review, which is Stay Hungry by Twisted Sister. Dave, what do you think about that?
I love me some Twisted Sister. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
Beast
so
Riders are mad.
So I don't know if I'm ever. Maybe I'll have people on for full album reviews, but it takes a long time with just one person on a whole album. So that's why I wanted to do this whole new track series as well. So, all right, Dave, thanks for joining us. Until then, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Later, boys.